I'm just about finished. This is the old insignia. It has Royal Barbados, RBPF, it stands for Royal Barbados Police Force. But as of the 1st of December 2021, where we've made the transition to Republic, we are now the Barbados Police Service.
Inspector Rodney Innis just received the new Barbadian police insignias. Today, he's presenting this new design to his team, a star with a Barbadian broken trident that has replaced the original British crown.
Tell me, give me your thoughts. What do you think of them?
Oh yes, sir. It's very, very creative, especially the coat of arms.
Yeah.
Give us a remembrance of something from my childhood.
I think it makes them really Barbadiana.
All symbols of the monarchy are to be removed from police uniforms. But for Inspector Rodney Innis, it is largely a symbolic change.
Because we've changed the name doesn't mean that we've dropped that rich history. We still carry it, and we are still passionate. Most persons in the force are still very much passionate about the force.
As of the 30th of November 2021, Elizabeth II is no longer Queen of Barbados. This former British colony in the Caribbean has become the youngest republic in the world. Since Barbadian independence in 1966, controversies about the republic have always been abound, but never resolved. All it needed was a spark.
So this is the spot. This is the spot where the Lord Nelson statue actually stood. Hundreds of years of history.
Lord Nelson was an important figure for the British Empire. For centuries, his statue has stood on the National Hero Square in Bridgetown, the capital city.
You can see there's actually some graffiti because it was such a controversial place.
After studying abroad for some years, Alex Downs went back to work in Barbados in 2019.
And you know, the world at the time, the Black Lives Matter movement was really taking a hold, and persons were really interested in understanding racial injustices. So I started the petition, I think it was like maybe June 7th, 2020. And I wrote a proposal, I went on change.org, and I published it. And the next morning I woke up, this thing was blowing up. So it was like hundreds of signatures, persons from all over the world messaging me.
Alex Downs' petition finally found its way to Amor Mottley, Prime Minister of Barbados. On the 20th of November 2020, Lord Nelson's statue was finally taken down.
I was actually invited to be here, so I took the opportunity to kind of like make sure I had the memories. Historic moment. As a child growing up, you hear stories about this all the time. And you never think A, it's going to happen. And then you never think B, you're going to be the person to make it happen.
1 year later, another symbol of colonial history was cancelled. The Republic of Barbados was officially declared. After this constitution was changed, Amor Mottley announced early elections. At Mottley's party headquarters, election results are coming in one after the other. Late in the night, the counting of votes has finally ceased. Mottley secured a landslide victory. Like in the 2018 elections, her party won all the seats in the Barbados Parliament.
The world's newest parliamentary republic has reinforced its commitment to the best precepts of democracy.
In Barbados, the vast majority agrees to the change from the monarchy to a republic. But the symbolic transition is only one step forward in the long process of building a nation. Barbados still carries a heavy past. South of the island, on this former plantation, almost 600 slaves were buried in a common grave.
Bless us this morning for what we shall do and the education that we shall impart.
On this land, historian Kevin Farmer will supervise the construction of a slavery memorial.
That memorial is going to be built on the ridgeline overlooking the burial ground. So it's extremely important as we move to being a republic that we celebrate and commemorate one of the few spaces that speaks to that ancestral legacy. I not only recognize my past, I'm willing to learn from it. I'm willing to embrace it. I see it as a source of strength and not a source of shame.
Elizabeth II still rules 8 Caribbean states. For most of them, the monarchy is bound to decline. In Jamaica, 55% of the population is already in favor of the republic.